What an amazing look back. Looking at the production, I want to ask Sarah a question. I'm always curious to hear about directors' processes in taking plays that are already so impactful on paper and translating them onto the stage. As the line producer, I got to read the play before rehearsal started, but then I didn't get to come back into the theater until the designer run right before preview started. And I was blown away by Sarah's production, especially the transitions that beautifully and achingly brought the inner life of the story onto the stage. Sarah, can you talk a little bit about how you built the transitions and how you worked with the designers to take the play from page to stage?
Thanks for the question, Alyssa. It feels like a million years ago when I first read Hitler's Tasters. I was immediately drawn into Michelle's writing and connected with the hook. Using anachronisms to tell the true story of German women conscripted to taste Hitler's food for poison. The parallels to today are uncanny. Also, it's really damn funny. The script is divided into 8 scenes that clip along at a great pace, using conversations on boys and makeup to cell phones and selfies to create 4 eerily familiar young female characters that we recognize in our current daily lives. My concept was to create transitions between the scenes in order to pause the dialogue's rhythm with the intention of exploring the degeneration of the characters from full individuals with unique personalities to losing their self-identity as they conform to herd mentality. The entire design team and choreographer were instrumental in building these powerful vignettes that are such a defining part of the New Light production. The transitions go on their own journey, energetic and sunny at the start of the play, sprinkled with the monotony of the eating ritual that I believe is so crucial to stage, and finally, the heaviness that engulfs the women as fear takes hold and the truth is understood. Stopping the momentum of dialogue is a risk that can have an adverse effect. My design team became vital players in making the transitions feel like an essential part of the storytelling, and every choice became a conversation in not only look and feel, but functionality. Our table was the genius of scenic designer Anne-Lynn Dauber, who envisioned secret shelves for the food to magically appear. A stressful trick for the cast, but incredibly effective and made the shift from scene to transition feel seamless. It was important that the actors never leave the stage to heighten the sense of claustrophobia and entrapment. With costume designer Ashley Poteet, we made choices that were playful ways to button the choreography, but also provided darker reveals. Working with lighting designer Christina Tang, we created 2 worlds to tell the story. Flat, unchanging white lights for the tasting room in which the girls never leave, and the bright LED square utilized for transitions, which heighten the girls' internal feelings. Carson Jank, our sound designer, helped craft an incredible soundtrack of contemporary New York City-based female-identifying songwriters and bands. The music is the heartbeat of the show, riling up the cast and audience from the very first note as the actors dance their entrance, while providing a release when emotions turn raw and vulnerable by the play's end. However, there was one exception to working with up-and-coming musicians to our soundtrack. If I contributed anything to the legacy of Hitler's Tasters, it was the introduction to Madonna to the Nazi world. I have numerous videos of my sister and childhood best friends dancing, lip-syncing, and dressing up for Halloween as Madonna. Those emotional memories are so strong, probably the most carefree I've ever been, and I was confident audiences would be triggered by Madonna too. Our choreographer, Ashley Wasmond, and the cast created one of the silliest, most fun moments in the show, and it ends abruptly by one of the most jarring lines, bringing everyone back to reality. I'm so proud of this production, honored to know and love this team, and I encourage anyone that's watching tonight, go to New Play Exchange, find Michelle, and read and review Hitler's Tasters today. If you ever have the opportunity to work with this brilliant playwright, I promise you, you won't be disappointed.